Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a budget brew built around some new cards I thought would be pretty nice in a burn shell from Marvel Superheroes Death to Our Enemies. This is 3 mana for a enchantment plan, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you create a tap treasure token and you put a plan counter on it. And when the 4th plan counter is put on this, you sacrifice it and you do 7 damage divided as you choose among any number, or 1 or 2 targets. So very good in a burn shell or something that you're trying to do a lot of damage to your opponent. Also Loki, which is 2 mana for a 2/1. You can tap it for 1, and whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to its power, you copy it. So I thought this would be pretty good to copy Boros Charms or Lightning Helixes, Lightning Strikes, all this burn stuff that we got going on with Loki. And with Death to Our Enemies, this one is just 3 mana to do 7 damage to your opponent, potentially. So that could be very good. You do kind of have to save your burn for after you play this, but you can just kind of win out of nowhere with Death to Our Enemies and just do a ton of damage. And it can also generate extra mana for you, which can be useful because looking at our burn suite, which basically our entire deck is just burn spells here, some of them, such as the burst lightning, you can kick. So if you have extra treasures lying around, that can be useful. Also, we're playing the Channeled Dragonfire, and you can flash this back with Harmonize. So if you have a ton of treasures, that can be useful with this. And then Magma Bolt is also pretty good with Death to Our Enemies because it has Void, deals 3 damage instead to a non-land permanent if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. That includes treasures or the Death to Our Enemies leaving the battlefield. This can do 1 mana for 3 damage. So pretty good kind of combination here. And then, of course, just all the good burn stuff. Some Boltwaves, which is just very efficient, 1 mana for 3 damage, and Shocks just to maximize the amount of cards we can copy, and will trigger Death to Our Enemies. 20 lands. The only rares in the whole deck are in the mana base. You could make an even more budget version and, play some of the common dual lands, but I thought I'd play the rare ones. A lot of people have these in their collection already, but yeah, if you want to try out some Marvel Burn, let's jump the games and see it in action. Alright, opponent going first. Give this a keep. See what happens. Boltwave on 1, maybe? Perhaps. Okay, to a land. Well, I think I'll just do a tap land. Hope to draw one of our payoffs here. Tifa. Oof. There is a... We have to kill that, but let's just take it out with Channeled Dragonfire. And hold the rest of our stuff. Bristly Bill. Let's see, regular land. It's probably worth shocking. This could be a blowout if they... No? Okay. They had like royal treatment or something like that. Alright. We'll get down Death to Our Enemies. Archdruid's Charm to search for a creature. Mossborn Hydra. Fair enough. Definitely have to kill that. Unless we think we can kill them. Which maybe we can. Shock, Boltwave, Boltwave. I mean, we could play all 3 of these right now and get a bunch of treasures. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Let's get the treasure, maximize our treasures, and pass. Because I think we have enough for lethal to the face, right? This is 7, and this is 6 plus this. Yeah, I think if we just go face, we should win here. Assuming they don't have... Alright, well, let's just keep going face. I guess I could do 1 here and 6 here. Does that matter that much? They're going to go to 10 and then 10 and then 3. I guess that does matter. Being at 3 in case they have something that can stop one of these spells. I don't know. But, alright. Sweet. Nice. On to the next one. A huge thank you to all my viewers who have joined my channel membership. I really appreciate all the support. Members get badges, emotes, and early access to all my videos. Click the link in the description below the video to join and get these perks today. Alright, opponent going first. Well, we don't have a white source, but hopefully we'll draw into one. Agent Maria Hill. I think I'm okay just taking that out. And potentially harmonizing this. Nick Fury, okay. I guess we'll get the Loki down. See if they have an answer. Do need a white source of mana. Okay, they're gonna go for flying on Nick Fury. Okay. And ethereal armor. Okay. Nice. Well, actually, good thing we have this thing. So we'll do this and double blast this thing. Alright. But, a little awkward with our mana base right now. It's not, don't draw another Lightning Helix. Heyo. We drew something. Alright, and let me just double check this. Instant sorcery spell. This turn, it's not sorcery only. Okay, we'll just pass. So we can just start to double Boros Charm them. It seems pretty good. I think it's, well, I could play the death to our enemies. But I think we'll just use this Loki. Okay. They put this in play. It's got a shield counter. Seam rip. Let's let that target. We will go this. Question is, I guess we could double Lightning Helix to the Captain America. If we wanted to, or we could just go face. Well, I'm at 15, right? Let's resolve. This can't attack, though. So this would be 4. Can't attack this turn. It will get a +1/+1 counter next turn. Double Lightning Helix face is also pretty tempting. Not sure what I should double up here. If I take out their creature, let's just go Boros Charm. 4 damage. Oh, I actually cannot target them because of Captain America, I think. Never mind. I made this mistake during early access. So, we'll do this. All that contemplation for nothing. At least we'll gain a bunch of life. Okay, do we go for Loki again? Let's just do death to our enemies. Let's get that down. Because this can start generating treasures. Which can be nice. And then go Loki. Tap land. Should we just do this to get a treasure for next turn? Nah. Let's just save it, I guess. No rush. They don't have any presence on the board, so I think we're okay here. Alright, so let's double up Now we can double up the Boros Charm. Or the Lightning Helix, but let's double up the Boros Charm. Get some counters. There we go. Do we even care about this thing? Not really. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we'll just go face. They could have like a protection spell for it too. We'll just use all my mana here. And then just keep doubling. Doubling. I think we have enough, yeah, because this will go off for 7. As long as I don't have any life gain here. This should be game here. Alright, these cards working pretty well this game. Copy the Boros Charm. Yep. Pump, pump. Double Boros Charms. And Lightning Strike. And then we also have 7 more damage, but should be... Actually, that is going to resolve first. Okay. So, sweet. 7 here, and got him. Alright, GG. On to the next one. Alright, going first. We'll give this a keep. I think I'll hold on to this Boltwave. No need to play it right now. Can maybe copy it with Loki. We'll see. Okay, duress. That is annoying. I'm going to take the death, yep. There's a Boros Charm. Alright, let's get the Loki going. And... opponent. Don't do it. Leave the Loki alone. He never did anything. He never did anything to hurt you. Don't do it. Oh. Come on. Alright. Ooh, there's another death to our enemies. Okay, so we'll pass. Of course, they just... as soon as I draw the other death to our enemies, they draw another duress. Oh my gosh. This game. Okay. I guess we go face with a lightning strike here. I don't know. Okay, pass the turn. Maybe we don't cast these now? I'm not sure what we do. Okay, Winter Night Stories. Probably will want to save. Yeah, let's just save them until we draw land, maybe, because they're at 15. This is 4, 7, and 10. Let's see what we draw here. Well, I think now I'm fine to fire off one of these during their turn. Emeritus, sure. Let's see. We'll go Boros Charm to 11. Wow. Okay. Just never hurt the third land. Let's pass here. See if they got the demon. They do. It's fine. Yep, demon it up. Exile my deck. And then, let's see. I could swing for 5. Which they probably will do. Maybe not. Not going to do that. Can't take it. Alright, Lightning Helix. Another Lightning Helix off the top. Okay, well. Actually, you know what? Because I could win. Well, they would force me to draw. Got 5 cards left. If they activate and force me to draw, then I just lose, right? I'll go to, and then I will draw out. If for some reason, let's see, I'm at 18, so I'm not gonna die to this, but there's some chance that I will, I don't know, go to 0 cards in my deck. I don't think that's gonna happen because of, and then I can win during my upkeep with Lightning Helix. Do they have a spell piercer going? Okay. They're gonna recall me. They gave me another land. This is like during my main phase. Yeah, like what if I had... So this is 5, 8. This is, puts them to 1. Alright. And then stop on my upkeep. I think what they needed to do was... Yeah. This is not 16. I don't think they realize I can win during my upkeep, though, before I draw. Just Lightning Helix them. Alright, GG's. Well, got there. On to the next one. Alright, opponent goes first. It looks okay, not amazing. But, looks okay. Definitely need to find a payoff for all this burn. Opponent's name is Nintendo. Nice. See if they ever do some Nintendo crossovers. Avatar. So they're already up to 21. That's not good for me. Okay, Landwar Elves. I think I'll take that out, probably. Other Landwar Elves. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, there's a death to our enemies. That makes me not want to use these lightning strikes on the Landwar Elf. Hold them until after we play the death to our enemies. See what they do. Nothing. Scryland, okay. One top, 0 bottom. Paw Patch Recruit, sure. That's fine. Makes it hard to target their guys, but I think I'm just going face anyways now, so. We'll go death to our enemies. Turn 3. Did draw quite a lot of lands this game. 5 lands. 5 spells. Badger Mole. This is 7. And this is 7 more. 14. 17. So right now we're 4 damage short. Another Boros Charm short, basically. Ooh, Breakout. One of my favorite cards. Nice. Badger Mole. Okay. Another Badger Mole. So they got a lot of mana. Yikes. Well. Let's just pass. We need to top deck a Boros Charm, I think. Drew like 1 too many lands here. Overlord. Nice. Okay. So that's 4 damage. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count. See what the last card is. And a 2. Alright. And we hope the top of our deck is friendly with a Boros Charm or something that I can cast. Oh! 1 damage short, huh? Yeah, because this, let me just make sure I'm doing my math. Yeah, 6 plus 7 is... Maybe they'll just concede and think this is lethal. Alright, and... Ah, good game. Nice. Alright, opponent going first. We'll give this a keep. I might want to save my spells until after I cast the death to our enemies. We shall see. Actually, I might want to take that out. Not sure. 2 damage to the face or take this thing out. I'll just take it out. Alright, we'll go land and pass. Again, I probably will save my spells. Unless there's a target I really want to target. A druid. Okay, that's not too threatening. That one I can live with. Living. Nurturing Pixie. Okay, interesting. I'm going to target that. If a permanent was returned this way, so if I if I take it out, I get to stop their counter from happening. So that might be worth it. Just want to make sure I have enough spells for the death to our enemies. I think I will. Alright, we'll play that out. And then Boros Charm, Boros Charm. Daydream, Blink. That. Okay. The counter there. Alright, that's a lot of damage coming in. It says whenever this creature or another creature you control leaves the battlefield without dying. So this is 7. I'm just thinking, do I have enough to win over the course of 2 turns? Let's just do the math here. 7 plus 6, 13. Plus 4, plus 4. And plus 8 is 21 exactly. So, okay. If they gain any more life, though, that doesn't quite work, but... If they let us untap without doing anything, that's exactly 21 damage. Well, never mind. So much for that happening. Okay, really can't let that resolve, can I? Alright, we'll go here. And here. The old shelter by ghosts. Alright, well. There's a shock. We can still get a bunch of tokens and let that happen. Go 7 to the face maybe, or just 3 to them and 3 to their guy. Or yeah, I mean maybe we'll do that. See, they're gonna attack. I'll just save the life now. I'll double Boros Charm them. 4 to the face. And 4. And then we'll split the damage up here. 3 and 4. Alright. Put them down to 9. Tons of mana. And a shock. Do not need this shock right now, but... Alright, that's... 5 damage. Another Boros Charm. Alright, another death. Our enemies, we've got so much mana, we don't really need the... Don't need Daydream here. What is the point of that? I mean, sure. Let's put a counter on it, I guess. Well, let's see. End of turn. Fine to just shock that thing. I guess I can just see what I draw. So... Again, we'll just pass here. I guess, yeah. In case I draw another one of these. There's some utility to that. Practiced offense. Yeah, that I probably have to stop again, because that is going to lead to lifelink. This can do lifelink, right? Yeah. Royal treatment. Yeah. This is why I waited to have the second shock. Okay. Ugh. One spell short. And they give up. Okay, well. Was not over yet, but GG. Alright, going first. Let's give this a keep. And lead with a tap land. I think, yeah. It's fine. Kind of want to save all these until after I play Death to our enemies. Drew the land, that's good. Alright, pass the turn. Alright, sleight of hand. Another sleight of hand, sure. Opponent charging up. And my turn. Again, I could shock them. That's alright, let's just keep it as is. And go here. Because this is the 4 we need to trigger this. And let's see. The plasma bolt gets triggered by this leaving. Sacrifice it. Yeah, so this would be should be the last spell. Hydro Man. See if they have a bounce spell for it. They do. Well, that's a little annoying. I think I'm gonna play it anyways, or do I play the Loki? Tough choice, actually. Play the Loki. Maybe I can start doubling stuff. I'll play it out. And then we'll get a treasure. Yeah, let's just do the treasure. Get the counter, get the treasure. This way I can play my whole hand next turn if I want to. Let's see if they have another bounce spell for it, though. Consult, sure. 3. Land and swing. Okay. See what we draw. Another one. Well, let's play it, I think. Trigger the treasure. I think we just play the Loki here. 1, 2. I mean, we could do the 7 damage here, but I think we'll do maximize our stuff. Let's see what they do. Okay, that resolves. Blood Pit Strata. Oh. That's annoying. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what they do here. I'm gonna shuffle that back in. Okay. Fair enough. And bounce off their own flood pits in response. Cute. Okay. So we really want to draw not another land. Just another burn spell. Okay. Well. Do we trigger this and get the... I guess we can do it at instant speed. Well, sorcery for this. Let's just do this. We'll go shock. Trigger, trigger. And then plasma bolt. And we'll save the burst lightning to kick next turn. Seven damage here. Put them to 5. Play the land, pass. Alright. Very close. They can play the Drowner if they want, that's fine. I mean, I could take out the Drowner. No, I don't think that's... Well, I mean, any burn spell on our side basically wins the game. If they don't have an answer to this thing. I'm gonna let everything resolve. I don't know. I'm not sure. It could be worth killing the Flood Pits Drowner. I could also see it not be worth it. If they have a bounce spell for the death, for example, like they did earlier. Okay, I'm gonna warp. Now I have to think about... So this is 7 coming in. Put me to 6. And then if I don't take this out, being at 6, how likely am I to survive the next turn? Because it looks like they used all their mana. Any non-creature spell will trigger this and win the game. So it kind of doesn't matter what I do with this. But it could give me an extra turn if I take this out now. So I think this is worth it. Because these are going to warp out. Yikes. Alright, well. Yep, that is what I was trying to play around, not dying there, because Burst Lightning wouldn't kill them. But if they had done 2 extra damage to me, that might have been the difference. Give me another draw step. I'll bluff having something, but I think they know that. Can they cast 4 more spells? Oh. Yep. Yep. Well, very close. Very close. Alright. GG. Alright, welcome back to the wrap-up for our budget Marvel Burn deck. This one was pretty sweet. This card, especially Death to Our Enemies, was very impressive and pretty good in this deck. 3 mana for 7 damage. Pretty nice. Loki, I feel like the one game when it did get to untap and do its thing was very good. It does have like a target on its head, so kind of hard to get this one to work because the removal will certainly target this, but when it did, it was very good. If I did want to improve the deck, if you want to add more rares to the deck, you could put some 1-drops in it, such as Hired Claw, or the Bastronaut. If you have these, I think these would be pretty good additions, maybe taking out the Plasma Bolts or some of the Shocks or the Dragonfires here. Maybe some of those 1-drops for this. Maybe cut a couple of Lokis as well. If you have any of these 1-drops, I think that would improve the deck. There were some games where that kind of stalled out and didn't really get going if you didn't have a payoff. And, you know, traditionally you want to have this like a 1-drop that can do some damage over the course of the game. But I was just kind of maximizing Death to Our Enemies here. And it was very good. So I would recommend this. I think there could be sort of a different, maybe more tweaked version. Again, adding more rares if you wanted to. But this card I would definitely keep in the deck and was pretty impressive. So thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.